So I think I would be doing a disservice to my fellow designers if I did not bring out any question that relates cybersecurity to design.
Yeah.
So where do you see security and user experience coexisting or probably crashing? Because sometimes security makes things a little bit harder for the users. We are always in conflict. We want a certain experience to work. The cybersecurity team is telling us if this is to be, launched in that particular state, it's going to make the entire system vulnerable to attack. And for us, we are looking at it as the most seamless, experience that the users are going to get engaged in. So how do you match that?
I like that question so much because security and user experience sort of sometimes diverge, like you've said. And we have a saying that security is really uncomfortable. There is a small place for comfort when you're trying to enforce security. However, we are supporting a business. We are a business function. As security, we also support your business. So if you are trying to get maybe patients to log in and they take maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes to just access your service, then that means security and user experience is having a problem. So we have to find a common ground. So I think that from the design, while we are creating, are we creating the strong passwords? Are we putting in the right flows? Because most of the things that are susceptible to vulnerability are flaws or processes within the application. So when we put in the technologies, it does not stop if the flows and the process that we've designed are not the thought process is not secure. So we have to find a middle ground so that if I recommend something, you get back to me with the reason why you think this is going to make it more difficult for the users. And then we can find another control because we have so many controls. If we have 2-3 controls in place, honestly, we can't fail. Instead of having one.
Is that what we call is it the factor-to-factor call?
Yes. For example, let's talk about a control of passwords. And this is to say that there are other things that constitute a secure design, not just passwords. But if we're talking about, for example, ease with user experience, the go-to is usually passwords. So we have a saying that says at least the password should be 12 characters. And it should allow I hate to leave a set without talking about password string. So it should have at least capital letters, small letters, special characters, and it should be long enough, at least 12 characters. Then you as a designer, you come and say, no, I want it to be 6 characters. So tell me how someone is going to create a meaningful password of 6 characters that has all these requirements. So you find that now we're having a problem. So then if we're creating 8 characters, for example, we're saying we're not doing 12 because maybe our users are dense or they don't have time to create. I'm joking. Anyway, that's jokes. I hope it will be removed. But maybe we're saying that the users will have a challenge using 12. Then we create 8. But we're also saying, can we add a multi-factor? Then that means someone needs to receive a password or a code to their phone so they can add it. Or can we put a biometrics? Or can we have a passcode, maybe a physical token? So you have different security controls that even if the password is compromised, then the person can't access the token or they don't have the biometrics. And that's how you design. That's why security has to be in the room of design because it's a negotiation. It's not a dictatorship. It's not a dictatorship that, we are saying you have to do. But also, I think it comes back to an organized a company. If they have frameworks and policies and standards, then it's not my word as a security person. I'm enforcing what the policies are saying. And so we're doing also that with the Cyber Cafe. We're trying to teach organizations how to create policies. Because even if you don't have a consultancy business, but you have policies that you've created, your developers can flow with those. And all the security person has to come and do is verify that they have done that. So that's how design and security can collaborate. I hope that makes sense.
Okay.